Well, welcome all the people listening online, and we have a full house, as you can see here, 600 people in North Carolina, and they are ready to learn. So I'm very excited about this piece because I'm just going to share some experiences that I've had personally and to show you some systems that you can achieve your goals. I've been obviously in the industry for a long time, and you know what it takes to be successful is you have to talk to a lot of people. You know, you have to connect with a lot of people, and you have to meet people where they are. You need to find out what they want. It's not what you want; it's what they want. You need to find out what's missing in their life and show them how they can fulfill it with Isagenix. So, in my journey in network marketing, my first company, I enrolled 468 people to get to $1 million income over 5 years. And so what does that break down to? Basically, I talked to 60 people a week. That's what it was. That's about 10 people a day. And so the only way that you can talk to that many people is to have systems in place to, have people find the information and for people to learn and to be trained. And so when we started Isagenix, my goal was to create systems for all of you that you could just plug into. And I soon realized when I first started out, I was just like you. I was a novice. I didn't know, anything. And I realized that people couldn't do what I did. And they couldn't say what I did. And so I created a system where we didn't have what we have now with the internet. We had voicemail systems where I did the presenting, if they wanted to hear about the business, the products. It was like press 1, 2, 3 box. So we created an online system for you. It's called our recruiting system, and it is isamovie.com. How many people in the room have seen isamovie.com? Okay, this is a great tool for you to introduce new people to Isagenix. So if I signed up Lynn Hagedorn tomorrow, she could go out and she could use this tool immediately, and she just refers people to the videos. The videos do the talking for her. And then as soon as someone enrolls, she refers them to isaproduct.com. If they can find out, how to be trained. Kirsty Cody, how would you like Kirsty Cody to show people how to open up their box within the 30-day system? Would that be great? So as soon as you enroll someone with whatever pack, let's say it's a 30-day, you take them to Paxson System, you have them watch the video, so in that box of they just rip it open and they go to work. And then you immediately send them to isagenixbusiness.com. And this is a simple system. Make your list, contact your list, show people how to get their products paid for. These are our systems. So this is the recruiting system, this is the product development system, and this is the business development system. So you don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel. You can use what tools you like for who you're talking to and know who you're talking to. So it's very important that you use these tools. And as I got better in the industry, my second company, I only sponsored 198 people. And in 18 months, I was making $100,000 a month because I got better at perfecting the systems and using the system and teaching my people to use the system. If you don't use the system, your people won't use the system, right? So if you refer people to Isamovie, they're going to think, oh my gosh, I can do that. And as I was enrolling people into my team, I said, look, I have a system, and you will receive this for free. And you'll be able to follow this system and refer other people to the system. And then Jim would follow up on all the people and do the new associate interview, and he would ask them, well, why did you join? Because you have a system. So remember that when you're talking to people. Everything's available. We have a system for you to plug into because people think, how can I do this? I'm not as good as she is. I'm not as good as he is. I can't talk like that. But the system does the talking for you. You see how you can talk to a lot of people, put a lot of people through the system using that. So I encourage you to use that system. So bottom line, for the slides, when you're connecting with people, it's all a mindset. How many people feel they have built their belief to the next level by attending this event and by hearing people like Lynn Hagedorn and hearing Herb and Patty Cepeda, is they believe. And you hear them all very, very excited about what they're doing. So it's having that belief, it's having that confidence, it's having that mindset, it's having that posture that you have something in the palm of your hand that is so incredible that you've got to share it with the world. And you are blessing people's lives. You're offering. And as Herbie said, if they don't want it, they don't see it next. Because right now, you're all on a mission and creating that urgency and that confidence that you have something that they need. People will want it. They'll just want it because of your excitement. Look at Patty Cepeda. I followed her one day. I couldn't believe it. She must have talked to 10 people in a course of 2 hours that I was with her. She was just pulling people in right and left. You've got to hear about this. You've got to hear about this. And they didn't know what they were hearing about, but they just wanted to hear why she was so excited. So you have to get excited about Isagenix. And remember, when you're talking to people, less is best. So say it. Less is best. And you do not want to talk too much. Have you been around someone that just talks, and you just don't even want to hear them anymore? So the key is to create that curiosity, create that interest, pique their interest, and then just give them a little bit more, and a little bit more, and then keep asking them questions. And so it's really having a genuine interest in that person. Care about that person. Ask them questions about their life. What do you do for a living? Is a great one, because then they're going to ask you what you do for a living. So every one of you need to be prepared to share in a short, intriguing soundbite what you do for a living. So how would you like to hear what some of the top income earners in Isagenix say when someone says to them, what do you do for a living? How would you like to do that? How would you like to hear what Lynn says? Okay, so will Lynn stand up? You're going to face the camera because they all want to hear you. Okay, so what do you say, Lynn? I know it's whoever you're talking to, but...
I help people just like you feel fit, feel fabulous, and become financially free. How about you? What do you do?
Awesome. Now, that would intrigue me. I would say, wow, tell me more about that. And that's what you're wanting me to do. So Michael Klaus, why don't you stand up? You can't use the same line. That's his line. Turn and face the camera. It's Michael Klaus who enrolled Lynn Hagedorn.
But I would. That's the thing. I would. It's the exact same thing. I teach people just like you how to get fit, feel fabulous, and become financially free. So how about you? What do you do? Same thing.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Anybody else? How about Jay Bennett? See you in the room. You saw him over here. What do you say when someone asks you, what do you do for a living, Jay? What have you been up to? When you face the camera?
I really don't know what I say when I'm doing this.
What would you say to me? What do you do for a living, Jay?
Well, I help people create residual income.
Wow, that's intriguing. What is that?
It's income when you're not working.
Wow, I want to hear more about that. All right, that's perfect. Okay, anybody else? You want to hear what Renata Lee says to people? She's one of our top income earners. She says, I help people create weekly cash flow without leaving the comfort of their home. Well, man, you hear about that. Most people, talk about the product. And that's okay. If that's where you are, talk about the product. But I'm going to teach you today how to talk about the business. Anybody else want to share one of our top jobs? Oh, there she is, Kathy Savage. Now, this woman is on fire. She is on fire. She wins all the contests, and she doesn't even know the contest was going. Okay.
My name's Kathy Savage. I change bodies, and I change bank accounts. What do you do?
Whoa, that's a good one. Are you writing these down? These are really, really good. So you need to come up with something that you feel comfortable with. And your comfort zone changes the longer that you're in the business. It truly does. So, once again, be happy, be smiling with people. And as Herb and Patty said, look for people with desire. Look for people with burning desire, people that are not happy with their position in life. I was the perfect one. I hated my job. I wanted out of being a dental hygienist. So look, contact your dental hygienist. I'm telling you, she does not like what you tell her my story. Tell her my story. Think about people that want more. Think about people that had it and lost it and want it, and that will do whatever it takes. Think about successful people, health-conscious people, people that have big goals, that are goal-getters, those type of people. You are the CEO of your own company, and you're picking your team. And sponsor up. Sponsor, talk to people that, you want in your business. You are creating your team. And, compliment people that deserve to be complimented. I'm going to teach you the compliment approach here in a minute. But before I do that, I'm just going to go through some basics of what this system looks like. And then we're going to get into the words and the connecting and how that looks. So you've made your list, right? All of you have your list. And then you need to start calling your list. And you need to be in a quiet space. You need to be focused. You need to have applications on the top of your desk and pens, because you are going to enroll people. You have to have that confidence. You take their application right over the phone. You can put them right into the system. So be ready, be prepared, and stand up, get fired up about Isagenix, and go for it. Then what you do is you share your 30-second story with someone. You ask them questions, and you have to be a good listener. You're listening for what they want. You're listening for what they want. And don't oversell it. Just create that excitement with people. Okay, then you are in control. And after you've told them the story, you're going to show them the ISA movie, of course, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But then you're going to set a time when you're going to follow up with them. So if I was talking to Robert, I would say, Robert, look, I have been introduced to the most amazing company I've ever seen in my life. This company is changing people's lives physically and financially. I thought of you because you are a go-getter and you can see a great opportunity when it's presented to you. And he's going to go, okay, great. So it's going to give me confidence. And I would say, look, I took the products. I have an energy, endurance, and stamina. I feel amazing. I feel 10 years younger. And I'm looking for some motivated people that would like to join my team, that would like to create a massive secondary income. And I thought about you. Can you give me 10 minutes? Can you give me 10 minutes? And then just shut up. Walk flip and let him respond. And he's going to listen for what he wants. If he jumps right on the product, then you follow in with the product. If he jumps right on the business, you drop in on the business. And sometimes you ask him, from what I said, what got you most excited, the products or the business? And then what you do is you simply send them to isamovie.com. It's right there. And this is the way that you build from the comfort of your home. And Suzanne Hart's going to teach you how to build by launch parties. So there's many, many ways to build your business. But Jay Bennett has built a massive business. Herb and Patty have built a massive business from the comfort of their home by using all of these techniques. They use the online techniques, and they use the launch party techniques. They're using everything. They're doing multiple ways to build. But you send them to ISA Movie, and you need to know ISA Movie back and forth. So if you're talking to a woman, what I would highly suggest that you encourage them to watch the one that comes right up, Experience Isagenix, and then take them to Enterprising Women. And just so you know, we're about 2 weeks away from shortening all these down.